Good morning students. How are you all? Welcome back to the new session of mathematics. In the last video we learned about time and calendar. I hope you all have seen the video and completed your notes. Okay students, when you are going for shopping, what is the most important thing that you need? You need money to buy various products, right? So money can be in the form of notes or in the form of coins. Today we will be learning our chapter 11, that is money. This is the mind map for today's session. We will start the class by learning about unitary method. Then we will learn about profit and loss. And under profit and loss, we will learn two new terms, that are selling price and cost price. At the end, we will solve few problems related to money. So students, let's start by learning about unitary method. Now what do you mean by the term unit? Unit means 1. So under unitary method, what do? We find the value of many more or less quantity from the value of the given quantity. Now where did we mention 1? Now from the value of the given quantity, first we will find the value of one quantity or the value of a single quantity. Now with the help of the value of a single quantity, we can find the value of many more or less quantity. Let's solve a question and understand this concept in a better way. Okay students, here we have a question which says, if the cost of 50 pencils is rupees 100, find the cost of 150 pencils. Now as mentioned earlier that under unitary method, first we find the value of one quantity. Here they have mentioned the value of 50 pencils. First statement will be cost of 50 pencils is equal to rupees 100. Now we will find the cost of one pencil. So the second statement will be cost of one pencil is equal to, we will divide 100 by the given quantity. So it will be 100 divided by 50, right? So when we divide 100 by 50, we will cancel 0 by 0 and 10 by 5. So 5 2s as 10. We get the answer as rupees 2. So the cost of one pencil is rupees 2. But we need to find the cost of 150 pencils. So the next statement will be cost of 150 pencils is equal to, we will multiply the value of one quantity with the given quantity, that is 150. So it will be 2 into 150. We get 300. So the cost of 150 pencils is rupees 300. Okay students, here is a situation where Rohan and Shyam are two vegetable vendors. They buy vegetables from the wholesale market at price 150. Now Rohan sells the vegetables at rupees 180 to his customers, whereas Shyam sells the vegetables for rupees 140. Now Rohan also pays for the transportation, that is rupees 20, right? Now let's see what are these prices known as. Now when Rohan and Shyam are buying from the wholesale market, they are paying rupees 150. Now this 150 is known as the cost price, or we write it as CP. It is known as cost price, which is written as CP, right? Now Rohan is selling the vegetables to his customers at rupees 180 and Shyam is selling the vegetables at rupees 140. So these two prices are known as the selling price, or we write it as SP. S is for selling and P is for price. So it is selling price. So the amount at which Rohan and Shyam bought the vegetables, that is known as the cost price, and the amount at which they further sell the vegetables, it is known as the selling price. Now in this example I told Rohan also pays for the transportation, that is he pays rupees 20. So rupees 20 is considered as the overhead charge, that is the extra expense. So we write it as overhead expenses. So here we learned three new terms: cost price, which is also known as CP, selling price, which is known as SP, and overhead charges or expenses. Now, if you combine cost price and the overhead charges, it becomes total cost price. So, we will write it as total CP is equal to CP plus the overhead charges. Now, let's consider the situation for Rohan. So, Rohan bought the vegetables at a cost price of rupees 150. He paid the overhead charges of rupees 20, that was for transportation. Further, he sold the vegetables, that is at selling price of rupees 180. Now, notice here, first we will calculate the total cost price, because here we also have the overhead charges. So, as I mentioned earlier, total cost price is equal to cost price plus the overhead charges. So, here the cost price is rupees 150 and we have overhead charges as rupees 20. So, the total CP will be 150 plus 20, that is rupees 170, right? Now, notice the selling price and the total CP. Is there any difference? Yes, the selling price is greater than the CP. Selling price is greater than total CP. Now, what is the situation called as? When the selling price is greater than the cost price or the total cost price, it is said that the product or the article is sold at a profit. That means when SP is greater than CP, we say that the article is sold at a profit. So, we have a formula for profit, which is selling price minus the cost price. Now, in this situation, we can calculate the profit, right? Because we have the value for selling price, we also have the value for cost price. Now, what is the selling price? The selling price is rupees 180. And what is the cost price? Here in this situation, we will consider the total cost price. Why? Because we also had the overhead charges. Now, the total cost price is 170. So, here I will write 180 minus 170. So, the profit is of rupees 10. So, in a situation where the selling price is greater than the cost price or the total cost price, we say that the product is sold at a profit, and the formula to calculate profit is selling price minus cost price. So, students, we learned that profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. So, this is the main formula that you need to remember, that profit is equal to SP minus CP. Now, if you have any two values, you can find the value of the third cost. For example, you have the value for cost price and profit. You can find the value for selling price. How? Selling price is equal to cost price plus profit. And if you have the value for selling price and profit, you can also find the value for cost price. How? CP or the cost price is equal to SP, that is selling price minus profit. Now, let's consider the situation of Shyam. Now, Shyam bought the vegetables at the price 150, that was the cost price, and he further sold those vegetables at rupees 140, that was the selling price. Now, what is the relation between cost price and selling price? Yes, here the cost price is greater than the selling price, right? Cost price, that is 150, is greater than 140. So, cost price is greater than selling price. So, in a situation where CP is greater than SP, we say that the product is sold at a loss. So, here Shyam incurred a loss, right? Because he bought the product or he bought the vegetables at rupees 150, but he further sold the vegetables at rupees 140. So, CP is greater than SP. We can say that Shyam sold the vegetables at a loss. Now, how is loss calculated? Like profit, there is a formula for loss as well. That is, loss is equal to cost price minus selling price. So here the cost price is rupees 150 and the selling price is rupees 140. So what is the loss? Shyam incurred a loss of rupees 10. Rupees 10 is 150 minus 140, that is rupees 10. So in a situation where the cost price is greater than the selling price, it is said that the product or the article is sold at a loss. And the opposite of it is when the SP is greater than CP, we say that the product is sold at a profit. Okay, so the formula to calculate loss is cost price minus selling price. Now here also, if you have any two values, you can find the third value. For example, if you have the value of selling price and loss, you can calculate the value of the cost price. How? CP is equal to SP, that is selling price plus loss. Now you can also calculate the value of selling price with the help of cost price and loss. That is SP, that is selling price, is equal to CP, that is cost price minus loss. So students, we learned about profit and loss. Now let's solve some problems based on it. So here we have a question which says find profit if CP, that is the cost price, is equal to rupees 280, selling price is rupees 310 and the overhead charges is equal to rupees 18. So we know that profit is equal to SP minus CP. So you have the value for SP and for CP you have to calculate the total CP. Why? Because here along with CP they have also mentioned the overhead charges. Now how will you solve it? First you will mention CP is equal to rupees 280. It is given in the question. The overhead charges, that is rupees 18. So you will write it as overhead charges is equal to rupees 18. Now you will calculate the total CP. Now what is the formula for total CP? Yes, it is CP plus the overhead charges. So we will write CP plus overhead charges. Now we have CP is equal to 280 and overhead charges is equal to 18. Now what is 280 plus 18? It is 298 and you will mention rupees ahead of it. So total CP is CP plus overhead charges, that is 280 plus 18, which is rupees 298. Now we know that profit is equal to SP minus CP. So you will write profit is equal to, now before mentioning profit you will also mention selling price is equal to rupees 310. You have to mention all the three values which are given in the question. Now profit is equal to SP minus CP. Now we have the value for SP, that is 310, minus we calculate the value for total CP, that was 298. Now rupees 310 minus rupees 298 is rupees 12. So in this question there is a profit of rupees 12. We know that loss is equal to CP minus SP. CP is for cost price and SP is for selling price. So here we have a question which says find loss if cost price is equal to rupees 310 and selling price, that is SP, is equal to rupees 280. So first we will mention the values given in the question. So CP is equal to rupees 310 and SP is equal to rupees 280. Now we will mention the formula for loss, that is CP minus SP. So loss is equal to CP minus SP. Now it is your wish, either you can mention CP or SP or you can mention cost price or selling price. So here CP is equal to 310 and SP is equal to 280. Let's subtract. When we subtract 280 from 310, we get 30. So there is a loss of rupees 30. So when you are calculating profit and loss, there are two important formulas that you have to remember, that is profit is equal to SP minus CP and loss is equal to CP minus SP. When do we get profit? When the selling price is greater than the cost price, and when a loss is incurred? When the cost price is greater than the selling price. So students, we learned about profit and loss concept. Now let's apply the concept in real life situation. So here we have a question which says, Ram bought a car for rupees 5 lakh. He spent rupees 1,50,000 on its maintenance. Later he sold the car for rupees 6 lakh. Calculate profit or loss. Now let's consider the amounts mentioned in the question. Here it is mentioned that Ram bought a car for rupees 5 lakhs. That means the CP or the cost price is rupees 5 lakh. Let's read the next part of the question. He spent rupees 1,50,000 on its maintenance. Maintenance, that means he had spent 1,50,000 as the overhead charges. So you will mention overhead charges is equal to rupees 1,50,000. So when we have CP and overhead charges, we need to add the two amounts to get the total CP. So you will write total cost price or total CP is equal to CP plus the overhead charges. So CP is 5 lakh plus 1,50,000. So 5 lakh plus 1,50,000 is 6 lakhs 50,000. Right? So we got the total CP as 6 lakh 50,000. Now in the question it is mentioned later he sold the car for 6 lakh. Sold the car means the selling price is 6 lakh. Now to find whether it is a profit or loss, we mentioned earlier that you have to notice the cost price and the selling price. So here the total CP is 6,50,000 and the SP is 6 lakh. So CP is greater than SP. So in situations where the cost price is greater than selling price, we get loss. That means Ram incurred a loss by selling his car. So how to calculate loss? Now we have the formula for loss, that is CP minus SP. So we know the CP, that is 6,50,000. We also have the value for SP, that is 6 lakh. Now when you subtract 6 lakh from 6,50,000, you get the answer as 50,000. So there is a loss of rupees 50,000. So students, in today's video we learned about three things: unitary method, profit and loss. Under unitary method we learned how to calculate the value of many more or less quantity with the value of the given quantity. Second, we learned about profit and loss, and under profit and loss we learned about two terms, that was the selling price, which is also known as SP, and we learned about cost price, which is also known as CP. Now when do we get profit? When the selling price is greater than the cost price, and the opposite of it is loss when the cost price is greater than the selling price. Thank you everyone.